right, it says I'm live now. Is that inaccurate? Let's see.
Not yet on the in the streets.
Oh wait, I got a notification that it's live.
There we go. It's live, Tom. Congratulations on stream number 1. Woo-hoo!
That was a nightmare.
You are live.
Well, I don't know. I don't see anything on my phone.
You are. Trust me.
Yeah, you'll see it come up.
You'll see it. We are all there together.
All right,
Welcome,
well, you know what?
everybody.
Yeah. Hey, I'm going to start over as if we didn't go live yet, and I'll go through the thumb, and because I went to the trouble making this little thing. So here we go. All right, we're not live yet. Okay, so everybody's waiting, anticipating the the intro. Well, it's not a big intro. It's just the generic one you always get. So it's not a big deal. But there you go. There we go. I talked right through it too. Hey everybody, welcome to the first Vacationeers podcast live stream. It was a nightmare to get started. Only 6 minutes late. I mean, that's not too bad. I would say overall.
That's good for your first time, Tom.
I would say, and I'd like to thank. I'd like to thank my close personal friends. There we go. Adventures by D, Chris and Dave, to the first live stream. Hello. So happy.
We feel honored. We beat Joanna for the first live stream. Just saying. Don't say anything to her though.
She can't even be bothered to watch tonight. But it's all good. It's all good. Yes, I thank you so much for coming on the first stream. I've been on a couple of your streams. Before I even get started with all my stuff, I guess the first question I have, you guys mentioned back in Christmas time that you were going to have a Christmas stream. And that never happened, right?
That's correct. It did not happen.
That's
correct. But I will be doing it. It's going to be called Reindeer Games. It'll come next year.
Next year.
It was a little bit more to bite off than
I got you.
But yes, I had reached out to you and said, "Hey, do you want to play some games online?" And Dave said, "You go for it. You schedule it." And then it didn't happen.
Yeah. So. As we got closer to Christmas,
we will be doing it. I have some ideas.
Fantastic.
I have the name, the theme, everything.
All right. Then one
Just
thing
need to execute.
I don't have here to see the chat, so let me see if I can figure that. Oh, see, I'm messing up the stream too by doing that. So let me not mess with it. Oh, here we go. If I go to this one, but now I'm messing up there we go. So move over here. There we go. Sorry about that, everybody. Nope, that's not it either. My Lord. All right, forget it. I don't know. If you're in the chat here, let me just pull up my phone and I'll do it that way. And if you're in the chat and you have any, there's.
It's just us in the chat right now.
Oh, okay. This is so. There we go. Whatever. Oh, my Lord. What a nightmare. Okay, forget it. I'm not bothered.
Hold on a second. Andrew is in the chat.
Hi, Andrew.
Hi, Andrew. Welcome. You're seeing behind the scenes.
Yeah, no, it's
Tom is actually quite a techie, so this is fun watching him trying to figure this out because he's quite techie.
And I can't. Yeah, no, it's pretty awful, actually.
Wait, somebody else is in the chat now.
Hold on a second. Garfield.
Oh, hey.
Hi, Brian is here.
Brian. Yeah, I don't know if you listened to the podcast, and I call the guy I called Brian, who's going to be the Kennywood, our Kennywood correspondent. His name's actually Josh.
You're so excited. You said, "Come on, anytime. I can't wait." And then you called him by his wrong name, Tom. Oh my goodness!
I don't know.
Wait, are we all going to Kennywood? Because that's.
Seriously, that's on our list.
You
guys have talked it up so much. I cannot wait, Josh, to see what you have.
Wrong. Can't go wrong. It is so good. So good. In their Halloween event, forget about it. Oh my, it's so great. But thank you, Josh, for coming. Yeah, I do apologize once again for calling you Brian. I don't have the faintest idea where I got that name from. I could have swore it was in the email. I don't know. I don't know. But anyway. But yes, Josh, if you have any questions, by all means, shoot them in there as well as you, Andrew. All right, so this live stream, basically the intent of this is to just go over my transition to Florida and what I'm doing, how I'm doing, and if anybody, who's thinking about coming down, making this move, I'd be more than happy to try to answer any of your questions that you may have. I don't know if I can, but I will do my darnest to do so. So let's get started with, I guess I should get started with the fact that I moved down here January 12th, I believe was the actual day. I moved from Richmond, Virginia to Kissimmee, Florida. And if you want to listen to the details of that move, because it was quite the debacle. It was awful. Listen to episode 136, the Vacationeers, Theme Parks, and More podcast. It can be found anywhere you listen to podcasts. So go check that out, and you'll hear all the chaos that erupted from that awful, awful experience. The last 2 moves I've made have literally been the worst moves ever. Like, it just nothing went right. Like, when I moved into my the latest house in Richmond, oh my Lord, that move, the movers showed up late, and I had both closings from my old house I owned and the new house the same day. So I had to get out that morning before our afternoon closing for the second house, and they didn't. They showed up with 1 truck with like 2 guys. Basically, my wife and I moved the whole thing ourselves. We had a perimeter of all our stuff, everything we owned, around the yard, outside our yard, because the house was no longer going to be ours.
Wow.
It was awful. It was absolutely, and it was summer, so little bugs and gnats are jumping in the boxes, and oh god, jeez. Again, worst move ever. Actually, worse than this one. But anyway, go listen to 136, and you will hear all about it.
So, Tom, I walked away, and this is what I said to Dave listening to the podcast. I said, note to self, whenever you do a sale, purchase to a move, give yourself a buffer of a couple of days before arriving into said purchase house. Yes. So if something happens, you're okay. And then listening to your between the 2 houses thing, that sounds quite.
Yeah, well, unfortunately, the 2 houses closing the same day, we had to do it because we weren't in a financial position to be able to have 2 mortgages. So we had to close on the one to get rid of it before we could close on the second. So that was a necessity. It was awful. And even and here's a note: after you sign the closing documents, it may not be over. There still may be more headaches for you to have to deal with. So, wow, what a nightmare. But yeah, 136, go check that out today. After this stream, please. So yeah, I came down, took a couple weeks. My son came down with him, Ian. He's on the podcast. Him and his girlfriend came down, helped me move in. I sent them back up. We went to IOA so they could ride Velocicoaster. Now, you guys rode Velocicoaster, correct? Yes. Very good coaster.
Yes, we did.
Yeah. Very, very, very good time. And then I sent them back up, later, a couple days later. Luckily for me, the flights to Richmond, Virginia are super cheap from Orlando. Like, it's literally, I can get flights $60 round trip back and forth. So, I mean, it's nothing for me to go up there. So I do have plans coming up to go back up there to visit. So I look forward to that very much so. Let me see. So I went to SeaWorld, and then I went to, where did I go last weekend? I went to Busch Gardens, Tampa, and I actually have a video.
Tom, your video is the first video we've seen on Busch Gardens, Tampa Mardi Gras. I don't actually know if any of the major vloggers have covered it. Have they yet, Dave? And the ones we watch, you are literally, I think, the first one that was out.
Well, it was the first weekend. So, yeah.
And you got it out like the next day or the evening that it was very fast, right?
Well, again, I have nothing better to do. Sadly, yeah. It's like, oh, okay. I don't know. Is the volume on the video?
We can hear you.
But you don't hear the video, right? The volume on the video?
Okay. No, we
don't see any video.
It should be on the live stream.
We see us and then our logo and your logo. That's it.
Oh, this is a preview. I messed this up. I'm thinking I'm showing something else here.
This is like behind the scenes when we record the podcast, by the way. It's very similar.
This is exactly how it is. How does this work?
So, Tom, I have a question for you about your move. So you moved sight unseen, right? Going through the moving to Orlando realtor and doing that. Would you recommend doing that, or would you recommend having gone down and seen it first?
I would fully come down and see it. Yes, 100%. Now that I'm in it, and now that I've touched it up and I've cleaned it up, I'm glad I'm here. But if I were to walk through this place, just looking at it, I mean, it had a like, it was musty smelling, and it didn't give you a pleasant, like, oh yeah, I want to live here. It didn't. I mean, again, my first impression was, it was very, I guess, a dark place, you may say. I wasn't doing very well mentally when I got down here, like at 4 a.m. or whatever time it was, after a full trip, a 10-hour drive, dealing with the closing issues, missing the kids. So maybe that had something to do with it as well. But maybe if I had moved, like if it had been a complete mansion and sparkling clean out of Butler, I still would have felt like it wasn't a homely place. But yeah, I don't know if I would have walked through it before putting a bid on it. I would have even bid on it, just because, like, when you walk in, like I said, it's musty. It's just like, it doesn't feel like a living place. Like you wanted to be in it. So yeah, I probably would have not gotten it. I probably would have paid a bunch more money for another.
The pictures online, or if they had a 360 video, whatever they had, did it make it look different from when you went in?
No, it looked pretty comparable to what it showed on the pictures. But again, it felt, I don't know. Like like I said, it was musty smelling, and I was missing the family. And again, I'm going from like a 4,000 square foot house to 1,200 square feet. So that too. And when we moved in, I moved everything in. I mean, there was boxes and crap everywhere. It was messy, and I like everything being nice and neat and clean and like everything in its spot. So that drove me insane as well. So there were many, many factors. But I think after it's all said and done, I'm glad I got the place. This place rents very well. I see a lot of happy people going to Disney every day. When I get up in the morning, I look outside. So that's good. It seems like a nice gated community. So I can go for a run, and it's like 3.2 miles around the perimeter. So that's perfect to what I was running before back in Virginia. And so, yeah, I don't know. I think I would go down. So I talked to the realtor, and essentially I said, if you go into this place and it seems like the pictures, like if it looks like the pictures, it feels like the pictures, then I'm not coming down, because I get a pretty good feel for the place. Because there was another place that we looked at and she went to, and it looked like it could be like a more of a rundown community. I mean, the place looked okay, but it just felt like from the pictures, so like the community pictures, it felt like it was a little bit older and it wasn't all that nice. And I asked her, is this something that I'm going to be happy? Like, I'm going to walk around the neighborhood and be cheerful and stuff. And she's like, I don't know, probably not. And I'm like, okay, I'm just going to pass on this. This place, she gave a thumbs up to. And I agree. When you walk through it, you drive through it, it's very nice. It's manicured. People are always outside landscaping and power washing the buildings. I mean, it's very well maintained. It's just this unit itself, it was a little older, and like I said, the owners were overseas, and because of COVID, obviously they couldn't come over here, so it probably sat vacant for a while. And it just, in the beds, oh my God, these beds, holy moly, they're awful. They're just so bad. They're like, there's like this boards, I guess you would say, sleeping on the floor. So I got the queen. I got talk about smells. So I got the queen. Costco has a Tempur-Pedic queen foam mattress topper, right? So I got that thing. I put it on the bed. I'm laying it the first night. I'm like, oh my Lord, this thing stinks. This thing just literally stinks. So I look it up, and here, a lot of these mattress toppers, because they're folded up, they spray them with these chemicals to keep them from something. I don't know. And it's like 3 days you need to air it out, like, because it smells. So I Febrezed the crap out of it, flipped it, Febrezed it, turned the fan on. And yeah, so it's been uncovered for about a week now. I've been sleeping on the couch in the living room, mainly because I have a you can't see it, but I have sliding doors right there too. So it's very open for me, where the bedroom is more, compact. So I don't know. So yeah, at some point I'm going to go into the master and sleep, but right now I work here and I sleep right over here and I eat back there. It's a straight line. But yeah, so I just bought today on Amazon the full size mattress topper for that bed, because it too is awful. So in anticipation of people coming down, I am getting that topper, and I'm going to let it sit out for a couple of days too, because I'm sure it's going to stink. And then I'll make the bed, and it will be glorious. Of course, there's two twins. They're smaller ones. I have no immediate plans on putting toppers on those, but I don't think anybody's going to really care about. If you're sleeping in those, you're probably a child, and you don't really care about hard beds. So I guess, I don't know. Yeah, so I guess all the stuff I prepared is not going to show up, because this is the program side.
You were going to show all sorts of videos, weren't you?
Yeah, I got all kinds of stuff. Like, so when I did the main opening and stuff, no one they just watched us sit there.
Correct.
Doing nothing.
Yes.
Awesome.
But we were smiling, so don't worry.
Thank God I didn't do like a line of cocaine or something, thinking I wasn't on camera. Huh.
No.
Yeah, I just don't know. How do I get this over here? Do I transition? Oh, let me try this. Here we go. Oh, that worked. How do I transition? Okay. Did you guys see that?
Oh, now?
Now, yeah, we see it. The bread box.
All right, let's go
bread
back.
Box,
all right.
Yummy.
So we're going to tangent real quickly. So I heard your thoughts on the bread box.
Oh, okay, let's talk about it.
Have you listened to the podcast yet?
Let's do it.
Not all the podcasts.
Okay.
I've listened to more than Joanna has listened to.
I listen. As soon as I see it comes out. And you share what you think.
But I've eaten at the bread box.
Let him share.
Okay.
What I thought of it?
Yeah.
Fantastic. Oh, my Lord. So I got the ham and cheese melt. Dave, I don't know what you got, but if you get the ham and cheese melt, that sucker has like jam, like peach jam in it, and just all kinds of cheese. So when I took a bite of it, I'm like, what is this? There's like a little bit of sweetness to it, which I couldn't place what it was. And I still couldn't until I came back and actually read what it was. But, oh man, it was such a good sandwich. It was delicious. Now, again, it's expensive. I think it was like $10.99, but with my discount, it was $9.99 out the door with tax, everything done. So I gave him a $10 bill. I got actually it was $9.95 because I got a nickel back. So it was $9.95 after my 15%, because I upgraded my pass to the, whatever that is, the highest one, whatever that is.
Preferred or premier.
Yeah, Dave has that one. Yeah, the highest one.
Nice. Yeah. Yeah. I figured I was going to do that mainly because parking in that parking deck is just a pain in the butt. And I like that they have, I don't know, preferred parking. You can valet.
You can valet with that pass too.
Yes. I plan on valeting for HHN, but if I just want to go there for a day, I can do the dedicated preferred parking, and I know exactly where I am. I don't have to worry about being in Spider-Man 562 or where the hell I am. So yeah, so that's by far the best. But so Dave, you're not a fan of the bread box.
I'll say it was just from what I had, and it's been a while. First of all, it's so close to Voodoo Donut. It's like that automatically loses points because it's just too close to Voodoo Donut, and I really like the donut, the PB&J donut they have in there. Yes, it's vegan, but could care less if it's vegan. It's just a donut to die for.
It's a different type of place.
We went in there, and my opinion, Tom, and first of all, it's Universal and Disney, so I knew it wasn't going to be cheap. It's not the price.
Yeah.
Just what I had was, and I like a good sandwich, and that sandwich you described was delicious, but what I had was just okay. I mean, it was edible, and we were hungry, and we needed a meal.
So which
didn't
one?
have time to go to one of the quick service.
So now this is Dave. Oh my God! I just spent $50 for 4 sandwiches, like tomato soup and grilled cheese or whatever. Yeah. I don't remember what we had. We all had different ones, but it was quite expensive for the 4 of us.
Yeah, and don't add fries. Whatever you do. Yeah.
Because whatever we got, I don't think they were huge sandwiches, right? So, but it was good. It was just very expensive for what you get.
So which one did you get, Dave?
I don't remember exactly.
A couple years ago we ate there.
Yeah. Oh, a couple years. Okay. Well,
yeah.
Yeah, it's been a good while ago. But I didn't even know it was up first. They need some better signage down on the main deck there.
Oh, for sure.
It's very easy to miss that place.
Yeah, I was literally just walking just to walk. I was trying to get my my step count in before I went to play poker.
Yeah, the city walk, the restaurants on the second level, big disadvantage because a lot of people don't even go up there.
Yeah. We ate at Pat O'Brien's, right? Yeah. With the kids when we were there for when? Because we went Labor Day and we went again in October. One of the October because it was Dean's birthday, and you actually ate there with Dean first. Yeah. It was so good, Tom. Pat O'Brien's. It's great.
Where is this at?
It's on the back level. It's in the back. Like when you go up past Bread Box, you walk up the stairs. It's in the back with all the what else is back there? Is Bob Marley?
Antojitos, I think, is on that level, but it's
to the side.
Yeah,
gotcha. Okay.
Like there's several eateries.
Yeah,
Bob
Marley's I think is up there. But yeah, Pat O'Brien's was good.
It was really good.
Dean and I ate one time in there with the piano.
I got like a shrimp po' boy or something like that. Yeah. And Dean, he likes spicy food, but we were with the dueling pianos. The kids could be in there with us, and it was a little bit loud, but the food had no idea. It was really good.
Yeah, we ate at Margaritaville with Ian and Jill when they came down because we went to IOA, and we got the fish and chips. I've had better. It was okay.
We ate outside there one time. The place we ate last time, and we were so surprised, was Big Fire. It's not cheap.
Big Fire. Oh, that's the thing. Everything's flamboyant.
It was so good. It was so good. It was like different takes on food that you would normally get. I mean, Dave grills a lot, so we eat a lot of grilled stuff all the time here.
I've had some of Dave's grill. It was very good. It
was very, very good. Like but it is not cheap. It's more expensive. I would go there again in a heartbeat.
I would love to see a vlog on Big Fire. Just a dinner review.
We might have. Yes.
Let's do it. Come on down. I'll go with you.
we have one recorded already. I just have to edit it.
Oh, so never mind.
Dave's been doing a lot of the editing recently, so he's saying to me, time for you to.
I want to go to the Mexican place. It looks so good.
It's good. That's good too. Yeah, and they have they'll make guacamole at your table.
Yeah, we were going to go there, but the place didn't open until like 4 p.m. It wasn't even open.
That's interesting.
Yeah, it was good. And we went there before HHN one of the 3 nights we went, and it was fairly quick too. We got up on the second level, we got seated, and it was fairly quick. We even had the table side guacamole. But I will say Universal though. Sorry, we're getting on a Universal tangent, but some of those restaurants are so popular. Like the Two Sums, you have to like put a reservation in like 3 months.
You have to give your left kidney to get in there. If you want to sit down and eat.
I'm over Toothsomes. I've eaten there so many times. Like literally, if I go back, I'll just sit at the bar, have a couple drinks, and then get out of there. Yeah, I don't need.
The kids went in and they walked up and got the milkshakes.
Yeah,
milkshakes.
They just did the to go. Yeah. We didn't even attempt to eat in there. So
they have good food. It's just I've eaten there so many times. I'm ready to go somewhere else and try something new. Wait, now that I know how to work my software, let's look at some Busch Gardens. Busch Gardens Tampa.
So did you? So hold on a second, Tom. Since we're still talking City Walk.
Yeah.
Did you go into the burger bar, the Burger King burger bar across from?
The Whopper bar. We did that.
Yeah, the Whopper bar.
We did that. Oh my God! Like, how long ago was that? Like, had to been 10 years ago. Yeah, we did that a long time ago.
When you did it, was there a Whopper bar? Because Madison, I just wanted to see there. It's like a regular Burger King, and I don't know, maybe because of COVID, I was like, "What is this?" So it was just a Burger King.
Interesting.
So I don't know if they used to have a bar. There was like, looked like an area where maybe they could have set stuff out, but they weren't using it. And I don't know. We were just like, what is this? And so we went in and then we left.
We got food and we actually walked back. That was when we were staying at, what was one of the deluxe places?
Like
not Portofino.
Volcano Bay.
Royal Pacific.
Fancy for you.
Yeah, I know, right? So we were staying there and well, of course, then you go to the Whopper bar and we walked back there at the end of the night. And that was that was a long day to eat a Whopper. Yeah. I
do like with City Walk that there are options for different types of food, so you don't have to eat it up. You know, you could get sandwich, have what did I get with Dean Dave? It's right next to the bread box. It's not dumplings. They're not tacos.
I've seen those too. I saw it. I didn't know what it was. The boy or something with
the bao buns. But I don't know. But I got a couple of those with Dean, so we could try them.
How are those? Good.
I mean, so there are things that you can get there, and you're not invested in a full meal, and it's accessible. You can walk up. You are going to be served. You're not waiting 100 years. You know. So.
Well, I must say, I am so proud of myself because I've been to Universal 2 separate occasions. Not one Voodoo Donut bought, not one butterbeer ice cream. And that is saying something because I love those. Like when I came down to visit HHN or whatever, every day I got a soft serve butterbeer because you can't do better than that. And we'd at least make one trip to Voodoo to have morning donuts one morning. But I have been, knock on wood, very good.
Well, they say for those that have moved to Orlando that we watch on YouTube, they say that's a thing you have to guard against getting down
you're not on vacation every day, so you have to be really careful with if you eat like you're on vacation every day, they'll get you, right?
Oh yeah, I'll get you for sure.
But I'm impressed with that. That's
I'm living large, but not as large because I'm not eating all that stuff.
Tom, you'll have to eat in Mythos for us and let us know if it's the best theme park restaurant ever.
Yeah, they have that sign. They always say it.
We've eaten in the Harry Potter restaurants. They're fine. They're good. But other than that, and we've eaten in the Jurassic Park thing one time. But I don't know what else we've eaten in Universal.
We Finnegan's, we just ate.
Yeah, we did. Finnegan's was great.
Yeah.
We ate there last trip.
Good fish and chips stuff.
Yeah.
I'll have to eat there. We ate at the place.
It was good.
When you first walk in to IOA on the right, I believe, there's a sit-down restaurant. I can't think of the name of
it. What food is it? What type of food?
American food, just normal.
Oh.
It was really
I think
good.
when we walk into IOA, it's just you see the theming and the music's playing, and we just kind of walk right through it.
Yeah,
I guess we've never noticed if there's an eatery.
I can't remember, but anyway. But enough about Universal. Let's get back to look at this. Watch. Hey, look at this.
Hey everyone, it is Vacationeer Tom here at Vacationeers Podcast. I'm at Busch Gardens, Tampa today on a rainy, cloudy day. Here to visit Mardi Gras for the first time. All of the dates and everything in the
on YouTube. Is it?
I'll have them posted in the video.
Yeah, showing your video.
I don't know what they are.
You're in the parking lot.
It goes on for a couple months now. But by all means, come out, check it out. I'm going to sample some stuff and walk around the park, ride some rides, and have a glorious day. Try to stay dry, of course. It is a Saturday in January 22nd. So
sound there.
Yeah.
So now it's dead, but now I can't fast forward it like I could in the preview side. So strange. Oh, there's my thing again. That's what I was trying to show at the beginning of this.
Well, since you shot it, Tom, you can just voice it over it live, the entire vlog.
Hey, look at this. Oh, yeah. Busch Gardens, Tampa. Hey. It's early in the morning. It was so cold, too. Oh, my Lord. It's been so cold here. Let me just say, that's why the title of this first vlog or live stream is freezing, because literally it was freezing. I got up Sunday morning. Was it Sunday? Yeah. I got up Sunday morning to go to Target and to Publix, and I had ice on my car. It was 30 degrees. I had to warm up my car. What's going on here? And then I went to Universal the day before that on Saturday, and it was like it didn't hit 50. Like it was literally under 50 degrees.
And it's a wet cold. It hits you very different.
Now it's like what, bones. 80 degrees down there now, Tom?
Oh, now, yeah. Well, it's not 80 at the moment because it's dark, but yes, I think tomorrow is going to hit almost 80. I don't think it's going to hit 80, but yeah, it was in the 70s today. It was quite lovely. All right, yeah.
So,
I can't fast.
So Tom, I'm going to give you a tip on Publix because I grew up in Florida and they are in Georgia. Do you know they have an app? And do you know you can sign up for an account and you can load digital coupons to like your cell phone number or another number, and then you can get digital coupons when you check out.
Okay, kind of like Kroger.
Yes, exactly the same, except Publix has it, and they'll let you load every digital coupon they have in the app to your number or your account. Like Kroger limits you to 150, they don't. Publix does it.
Oh,
just saying. Not that I do that. I obviously am the one in the house that does that. So, but
I like
if you're looking to save some money.
I'm always looking to save money.
Back to Busch Gardens.
Oh yeah, Cheetah Hunt. Yeah, so Cheetah Hunt I didn't get there with park opening because I was in no rush because the Mardi Gras event didn't start until noon, and so I know it's an hour for me to drive to get there. So I got up when I got up, had some coffee, played around, and then I went over there. So it was like 20 after 10, I think. The park opened at 10. And I went to Cheetah Hunt, and it was like a 40-minute wait. It ended up being closer to the 30-ish. But then when I got off, it was 90. That sucker jumped. And it probably was 90 because it was huge lines to get in that sucker. Then I walked around, saw the kangaroos. Do you guys ever see the kangaroos at Busch Gardens, Tampa?
I think Dean and I did see them, but it was totally, and we went in the middle of summer. It was like 1,000 degrees. So I see your video here. It's cold and wet. No, it couldn't have been more opposite when Dean and I were there. It was sweltering.
That's all I get is cold and wet. Yes. But yeah, so did kangaroos. Then at noon, the event started. Here, let me transition back. Let me see if I can.
So will you be there for Iron opening day, March 11th?
Probably not, because what day of the week is that?
I don't know. I don't have a calendar in front of me.
It's probably
probably Wednesday or Thursday.
I'm gonna look.
What's this? What's the one?
March 11th is a Friday.
Not Storm Chaser. What am I talking about? The one at SeaWorld.
The Icebreaker.
Icebreaker. Yeah, that opens on a Thursday. So I am planning on I think next Thursday actually. After work, I get off at 3:30. So hopefully, knock on wood, I can log out at 3:30, and then I'm going to head right over there and ride it. So that'll be exciting.
Cool.
Yeah. But Iron Gwazi, I'll probably end up with. Okay, here we go. Now let me see if I transfer or if I move, if this thing will stick with me. Ready? Let's do it. Nope, it starts over. Son of a gun. Why can't I fade to black? I don't want to fade to black. Why can't I edit this thing? Now, whatever.
So it took you about an hour to get over to Tampa from.
Yeah, it takes about an hour. Yeah, I mean, traffic pending, of course. It's funny because on the way to Tampa, everyone coming, I guess it would be east. So I-4 east was backed up. I mean, it was like stopped traffic. So no, that was true. I'm trying to think. I thought it was when I was going to play poker, but poker was after the park. So it was true because I was only on I-4 for that moment. So yeah, going out that morning, I-4 was backed up going east, and I thought, oof. No matter what happens, I'm not planning on heading back home anytime soon. I don't care because I'm not sitting in that traffic. And then when I was coming back to Orlando, I-4 West was backed up. So it's very interesting. Now, while I was in Tampa playing poker, the guys at the table were like, oh, playoffs, NFL. And I thought, oh, shoot, I'm in Tampa. The Bucks are here and they're playing their playoff game the next day. I was there on a Saturday. So I was like, oh, okay. So I thought maybe, because it was, no, it wasn't late. It was, I don't know, 6 or 7, and it was backed up going into Tampa. I thought maybe it had something to do with the game going that day or something, or that next day. But I don't know. But yeah, Tampa is not too far. It's not too bad as long as I can get past the congestion here near Orlando, because right below, I think on I-4, if you go west, there's I can't think of the name of it now. Yeah, this is why a podcast is better, because I could stop, look it up, then put it in, cut it, and you'd think I'm smart. Like, yeah, Davenport, that's it, Davenport. Davenport is a huge growing community, and I think I-4 starts to get backed up during rush hour. Everyone's trying to get off that exit, which is, I think, is just south of me. So depending on when I leave to go that way, I could get some Davenport traffic. But, it's all good. So I went to Busch Gardens, Tampa, went to the casino out there, had a great time. Did not make it to Clearwater yet, but it's been like literally freezing. So I'm not going to the beach. So forget about that. What else we got going on? So then last weekend, like I said, I went to Universal. Do I have a Universal thing? I have all the stuff. So there's my bread box. Oh, no, I don't. But okay, I can talk about Celebration though. So I got up Sunday morning, and like I said, it was freezing. But I run my neighborhood, and it's okay. You just get bored running the same thing over and over and over. So on the weekends, I want to try to go somewhere else and run elsewhere. So I looked up like the best parks to run in, and the best one is actually, it's like a half hour. It's only like 17 or 18 miles, but it's like a half hour drive. And I don't want to drive that far to run. So in Celebration, there is the Celebration Lakeside Park, I believe it's called. And it's a smaller park. I think they were saying it's like 2 miles. But I figured I could run in Celebration itself as well. So I decided Sunday, after it was like 1 p.m., they actually got like over 40 some degrees. It was actually warm-ish, should I say. I decided to go over there so I could go for a run. And I pulled into it, and they had a marathon going on. And here, let me show you. I have I did take a little bit of video.
You're like, you got to be kidding.
Yes,
right?
That's exactly what I was like. I was like, are you kidding me? I come here on a Sunday, like at 1 p.m., mind you, and they have this marathon. Now, I don't know if you guys have gone to Celebration. It is a wonderful little community. It is absolutely glorious.
We've never been to Celebration.
Look at this. Look. They have rocking chairs set up on this dock. You can just sit there and rock away. And they have booths and stuff set up here for the actual event. They have heaters going. I don't know if you saw that. They had a heater going because it was so freaking cold. Ugh, ridiculous. But yeah, I mean,
they have car cruises through there too.
Yeah, they have all kinds of cool stuff. When you get up here a little bit further, you'll see the rocking chairs, and they have the booth set up for the race. And you'll see the finish line coming up here as well. It looked like a nice race. It looked like a full marathon.
What time was it, Tom?
This was literally like 1 p.m. So most of the racers were done. I think it was a full marathon, so you had some of the slower ones coming in.
Well, you were already ready to run. You just gotta jump in the line after mile 2 or 3.
I should have grabbed them.
You could probably run 10, 15 miles.
I could have grabbed somebody's bib who was already done, ran through and got like the free food and stuff, whatever they were offering. There's the finish line right there. Yeah. So you can see the finish line. They're running there. They have the clock. But yeah, this place, look at that. You can just sit there in rocking chairs and oh my Lord. And the park is really nice.
Yeah, we've seen a number of vloggers go down there, and when they visit Celebration, they always show the park and the lake always. Yeah,
and it's only literally, I think it's 5 or 6 miles from me. So so what I did was I didn't run in the park. So I started booking it up like an alley or a street in Celebration. And then I turned and I went like almost 3 miles, and I just like I did a loop as best as I could figure where I was. And it was amazing. At a certain point, I'm running, and I don't know where I am. So like I ran. This is so bad. I ran and I made a left, and I ran and I ran back, and I kept going straight when I got back to where I made the left. So now I'm off my course. I'm off my round trip. But I know if I go straight, I'm in the general direction of where I started. But I don't know exactly where. So I'm running and I'm running and I'm running, and I'm like, at some point, I'm either going to run into where I start, or I need to make a left here to get back to where I started from. So at some random street, I'm like, all right, I'm making this left. I make the left, and bam, I'm right there at the park where I started. Like, it was like a sixth sense, like a spidey sense. It was unbelievable. I couldn't believe how lucky I just made a left randomly, and it was the right left. So now when I go back out, I think I'm going to do this because the park goes around the lake. It's only like a 2-mile run. I think I'm going to run. I could probably finish with that. I think I can go out. I can make a right, run through some nice, beautiful neighborhoods, come back around, and then run the park. And then I'll be able to have a very nice, relaxing run. Now, another thing about Celebration I found interesting was when I was running, a lot of like the trees are like old oak and old, like the old, like regular trees that you would run like anywhere in the world, like not necessarily a bunch of palm trees. So like the neighborhood, I felt like had a lot more character, that it wasn't just, hey, we're a Florida town, you know? So it was very interesting. I really, really like it. So I think I'm going to go back there this weekend too and run. And that'll be my running spot where I go like on weekends. So during the week, I'll run in here. And then, on the weekends, I'll go someplace else. Maybe like I said, I always wanted to go to Clearwater and run up and down the bay. So probably do that as well. But that's more of a dedicated trip. It's like an hour and 20 minutes to get there to run, though. But yeah. Yeah.
So you can go ahead, Tom.
Oh, okay. Well, I haven't really had anything else to say about that. Just going to say.
So do I see run Disney races in your future?
I think I will. I think I was looking at some of the upcoming ones, and I think there's a Tower of Terror one, right? That one.
Spring Surprise.
In April.
Oh, it's that close? It's probably sold out. The only downside.
I don't know.
The downside.
I mean, they used to be. I don't know if it's sold out or not.
Yeah, I'm not sure that one because it's newer and it's not quite.
Is that the 10 miler?
It's the 10 miler, so it's kind of a weird, length.
I like that. Yeah, that's a good one. Yeah, the only downside of Disney races are they're so dang expensive.
They're very expensive.
They are, and then you gotta get
up at 2 a.m.
You almost have to stay on property to make it easy to get there. And even if you're on property, you got to get up really early.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I don't know. I mean, I enjoy running, and I would love to do a Disney race. I just don't love the idea of spending that much money to run when I can just get up and run anytime I want for free.
Universal at one time had a 5 or 10K. I don't think they do it anymore.
I think they still have a race.
Oh, do they?
It'd be so fun to run through the park.
SeaWorld had one that went through the parking lot recently.
Parking lot? Oh, Lord. Busch Gardens Williamsburg has one, and that's a hilly place. I can't imagine running up and down Busch Gardens Williamsburg, those hills. That would be quite the feat. But yeah, I'll probably do one just to do it. But it would definitely not just be some random, the Princess or whatever. It'd have to have one like the 10 miler where it's an attraction that I enjoy, and it'd be a cool medal to get. I think that medal looks pretty cool. So yeah, it's possible. April, you said? I know it's probably too soon. I don't know if I want to do that in April. I still want to get my. I don't have a Disney pass yet, so I'll go over that right now. What passes I do have? So I have the SeaWorld Entertainment. So I can get in all the SeaWorld parks, Busch Gardens, their water parks. And I have Universal. Like I said, I upgraded to the whatever pass. So I have that. I do not have a Disney yet because you cannot, other than the weekday Disney pass, the other ones aren't for sale yet. They've stopped selling them. So, that kind of stinks, but it is.
So Tom, the Universal one you got, does it also get you into Volcano Bay, or did you just do the 2-park?
Yeah, I just did a 2-park. Volcano Bay, if the kids come down, and I love Volcano Bay, we'll just end up, buying tickets, a day ticket or something for it probably. Like I don't foresee going to a water park by myself. It seems weird, hanging out on water.
Especially with a camera.
Yeah.
I tell Dave, we are not filming in any place where people have bathing suits or whatever. Yeah. So you'll even notice if we film, like we've done hotel reviews at Universal, it is at times when you are not going to see anybody else in that area.
Yeah.
I don't want to be on video, and I don't want to put anybody else on video. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I did not go with the Volcano Bay. Did you guys do Volcano Bay?
We did a couple trips ago.
But we did in the past we did not because of cost. We were trying to figure out how often we would go or whatever. So when we were there at Halloween, we bought the pass. We should have bought it Labor Day because we went Labor Day and then Halloween. We would have really maximized, but we figured we would probably go 1 or 2 more times in the calendar year and it would be a wash. So and then Dave bought the one like you, and you can get extra discounts and that sort of stuff. But the rest of us have gold. We have a different one, so he kind of has the more expensive one. So we're trying it to see. We opted. I mean, we love Disney, but oh my gosh, it is so expensive.
Well, basically now for us and what we vlog, it's like you can have a Disney pass, or let's see, I can have a Dollywood premiere pass, I can have a Six Flags pass, I can have 2 or 3 other parks passes.
Yeah.
Basically, 4 pretty good parks for the cost of a Disney pass.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. So I mean, for me, it'll be different just because I'm here and I'm like within 5 miles of the parks. I can actually hear the fireworks at night. I can't see them, but I can hear them.
Wow.
And so for me, it makes a ton of sense to get Disney Pass because I can go over any day, any night, just so much. But I'm holding out till I get not the top tier pass, but the one below it. Basically, it has. Well, I was teetering between that one and the other one, where it's a couple $100 less, but there are some blackout dates involved. There's more blackout dates where the second tier, I think the only blackout dates are Thanksgiving, Christmas. That's it. Which honestly, I plan on being in Virginia for those events anyway. So I'm not going to be in town anyway, but it's interesting. The Volcano Bay, to add that onto your pass was pretty healthy addition as far as the price goes. And Disney, to add on the water parks and more, is only $100 for the year. So you get the Wide World of Sports and both water parks. You can go unlimited for the entire, pass. So I'm thinking about doing that 'cause I've never done the Disney water parks. So I would think that would be interesting to go check those out. And I think the kids would like to go do those. And I've never been to Worldwide of Sports. I'm not sure. I mean, other than spring training and whatever stuff they have, like they had NBA there during COVID, but I don't know what they do on a normal basis. But yeah, so I'm holding out. I mean, I could get the Disney one and go in the weeknights, but I think I'm just going to wait. I mean, unless, of course, the passes don't come back. I mean, for 6 months, then at some point I'll be like, okay, I'm getting the damn pass, and I'll buy the cheaper one and then upgrade it once the regular passes come in. But as of now, I'm just going to hold off and wait and see what happens. That's the plan as far as my passes go. Maybe my SeaWorld Entertainment Pass will get me into all the Cedar Fair parks if that $3.4 billion offer is accepted. There's no way they're going to accept that, but that would be great. That's breaking news. Yeah, SeaWorld Entertainment, unsolicited, asked or put a bid in to buy Cedar Fair. That would be insane. That would be so crazy. There's no way they would have one pass to roll them all. They'd have to break those out and have multiple passes or have some special super pass that would have everything, but it would be stupid expensive. So yeah, that's very interesting, but it'd be interesting to see what they say. They haven't declined it yet. They have to go to their board and see what happens. But
yeah, that would put them on a scale almost to Universal or Disney. I mean, just the amount of parks that they would have.
That would rival Six Flags for sure.
And I wondered if that's what happened because Six Flags operating model has changed this year where they're putting more control to the parks. So I wonder if that's SeaWorld's response and maybe they're saying they have to get bigger to survive. I honestly was surprised they could muster up that amount of capital to offer. I don't know what their investor pool is or because from what, you can tell from SeaWorld and Busch Gardens, I don't know how profitable that they've been. Dave's listened to the Six Flags investor call, so we're pretty up on that, being here from Six Flags over Georgia and kind of what they've been doing. But it'd be interesting to see how well they are faring. If we were down there, I think pretty sure we would have a SeaWorld and Busch Gardens.
Plus, we don't really go to a lot of Cedar Fair parks yet. We've been to Kings Island, and we're going to get to Carowinds finally this year.
Yeah.
So, but we're much more familiar with Six Flags, Universal, Disney, and the Herschend Family Entertainment.
Yeah, we do a lot of Herschend Family Entertainment.
Just because they have stuff here in Atlanta, too, that's not theme park.
Yeah, they do. So you have Dollywood, you have Wild Adventure, you have Silver Dollar City, right? And then you add in Stone Mountain, which they run right now. I think they're leaving it this summer. Yeah. They have a Callaway Gardens here in Atlanta. They run some aquariums. Huh. What else do they run? It's when we looked at where we went, 75% of the stuff we patronized was through Herschend Family Entertainment, and they don't have a super pass. They say you can, if you have a pass one place, you can get 50% off, but you can't do it online, and in COVID, you have to pre-purchase your tickets, and so we haven't really benefited from the deals that maybe we should. This year we have let our Dollywood passes lapse, similar to you. We decided not to renew them, so that was a tough decision. But we're like, we did Universal, we're going to try Carowinds, so we're trying to spread out and see some different things because we went to Dollywood a ton. Well, I love it. Like that was a tough decision.
Great, yeah. But Fury 325. That's all I have to say. So good. And their Intimidator. You know, Ian is blasphemy for him, but so much better than Intimidator 305. So yeah, Carowinds is weird. Now they have 4. They have 4 good coasters, and then they have a crap ton of crappy ones. Like you'll get on them and you'll never ride them again. You're like, oh, this is awful. This is torture. So yeah, Carowinds, you only need to ride 4 of those coasters unless you're going for the credits. Then you go for it. But the Six Flags, did you see where some of their major parks, like their Texas, and I don't know if it's Six Flags Magic Mountain, where they changed their pass program?
We saw that, and so we're wondering if Atlanta will be impacted. Now, we had already renewed, under deals, so I wonder they're changing their membership totally, and the cost to go to Magic Mountain was like $150, $180 for a season, depending what type of pass you got. It was crazy, and I don't know if that got you into the other parks or not. I'm not sure if that changed. We were looking at that, but wondering if it's coming here. What's
interesting is Six Flags has always had like an annual pass and then a membership. And the annual pass is a one-time deal, pretty affordable, and the membership is per month.
That's what I
Magic Mountain looks like they've done Disney Universal pricing, where now the passes have tiers. They're more expensive, but you get more with each pass. And they've done away with the membership or put it on hold for the time being.
Yeah, they
from what I can understand.
They have weird things like if you get the one pass level, you get one quick queue, like for the year. Like you get one like one time, not one time per visit. You get one total. like don't even bother. Like what are you doing? Yeah, but my pass, like I said, I canceled my wife's and my 2 youngest children's Six Flags. I only have Ian and I now I pay for. And it's like $13 a month for them. And we get into every Six Flags park with our membership. So I'll be curious to see if they do roll this out in other parks. Or, will they just stop using our memberships? Or am I grandfathered in? Like, I'll never get rid of this membership ever. Like, I'll be paying $13 until I'm dead.
It's a good question. And the last year and a half, Six Flags is crazy busy. It is so we do a lot of vlogs. We haven't talked about, we'll mention crowds. They have done so well. And I wonder if some of the pricing at Magic Mountain in Texas is if they've been so busy that they're trying to figure out how to maneuver with the crowds and the waits and capitalize off of it. I don't know. So I'm amazed. I'm so happy for them, how well they're doing. But there's several times we will go and do 1 or 2 things and leave because it is that busy. And since we're locals, we can.
Oh, yeah.
Right. But if you came in, I don't know if you'd buy their flash pass, what you would do to make it through all the rides, because it has been that busy here. So, we might go, if you go and they open, it's busy. You might make it to the back of the park and get on a couple things, but it's I'm happy for them, but wow. It's been busy. You have a comment here from Garfield, a.k.a. Josh.
Oh, hello,
a.k.a. not Brian.
Yes, he says, if SeaWorld bought Cedar Fair, I would just retire from the coaster community.
Yeah, it would be so interesting. I don't know what would happen.
It's so interesting to see that, and
they have such different styles, I don't think SeaWorld Entertainment. I don't know if they have the infrastructure to bring all those on. I just don't see it. I don't know how they'd be able to.
I don't know. They must have thought something to do the offer. So I always think it's wild how companies make unsolicited offers to purchase someone that isn't for sale, and how that happens all the time with major corporations.
I wonder if they do that just to flex a little. Yeah, they have they know Cedar Fair has no intention of taking this offer, but they're like, yeah, okay, $3.4 billion. They're not going to accept it, but look at us.
You never know, though, Tom. I mean, you never know. What, and what the deal is. I mean, maybe they'll still be involved in running it from some perspective. I mean, I don't know, I didn't read details, a ton of details out there. I figured, well, I'll read it more it looks like it'll happen. But
yeah,
it was pretty wild to see that.
I know. I thought it was a fake story. I'm like, this can't be real. Like, there's no way they're gonna do that. They're like financially dead. But and then now they're building coasters and stuff like crazy. I don't know where the money influx is coming from. Their capital they're getting, but they're doing something. I don't know. Maybe this is their last hurrah. Maybe literally what because of COVID. I got to add a couple years. A couple years ago, like they're talking about them selling out. Having other people buy them, or them selling off like just Busch Gardens Tampa, or the Busch Gardens parks, to Merlin or whatever, to try to make ends meet. And now they're trying to buy Cedar Fair. Yeah. Oh wow, they're crazy.
I think there's a lot of pent up demand here. After the lockdown with COVID, and I think Cedar Fair has been one of the parks, the regional parks, I'll say, that's done a good job, and they put it in their investors. They call it the Seasons of Fun philosophy, which is really Epcot's philosophy. Doesn't matter what day you go to that park, there's some new thing, quarterly thing that's happening that would make you come back again. So whether it's Mardi Gras or Christmas or Halloween or Brews and Bites in the summer, or whatever they call their summer thing at the Cedar Fair parks, there's always like an event that's 2 or 3 months that different one every year to make you come back more than once.
Yeah.
And even Six Flags Over Georgia started this summer doing that. Yeah, they even have, because they didn't ever have that. I mean, they have Halloween and Christmas, but they did have Brews and Bites and some other things. So we're like, ooh, they're getting in on the
everybody's
the
doing
idea of that. And when you watch the Cedar Fair parks and you like watch across them and you see like the Mardi Gras happening at Carowinds and Kings Island, and Kings Island, they'll do live streams. They'll put it up on YouTube. So we watched some of those. It was kind of fun when they did fireworks, and they had like a Mardi Gras parade. And then you see what Carowinds did. It's similar, but it's different. It's kind of cool seeing that across all the parks at the same time.
I can't see SeaWorld owning Knott's Berry Farm, because that's like the crown jewel of Cedar Fair. And that would be weird.
And Cedar Point, right?
Yeah.
Wow, that'd be crazy.
Very interesting.
The way SeaWorld Entertainment, they're putting coasters and they're building up their parks. Yeah, maybe if they buy Cedar Fair, they do that for all the parks and get Cedar Point back to being number one with the most coasters. Take it from Magic Mountain. They got to build and build and build and build. Take over. Oh, that'd be glorious. But okay, well, I think we're at our hour point. But before I let you guys go, when are you guys coming down to Florida next? When do you want to collaborate on something? Because I am anxious.
That's a good question, Tom. Yeah. I know we've talked here about maybe trying to come down for the Mardi Gras at Universal. It's on our list of the things we have not seen there. We've seen other seasons, so that might happen. We kind of have to figure that out if we're going to do that. And the kids' time off is what's really holding that back right now, is trying to figure that out. So we're not going to do, normally I'd say, we're coming spring break, but we have like college visits we have to do for our son. So we have to fit that in. So he's in that, area of life of trying to figure that out. So we'll be busy with that. But
for sure.
I think we'll see if we'll do
I'm telling you.
Why do you keep looking at me?
I don't know, because he might have. Dave has this calendar and he has all these things planned, and we have planning meetings. And
Chris,
he has.
I put Chris on the spot during our live stream this morning about 2022 plans.
Yeah.
And she's like, ah.
And I was like, well, what is he talking about? So, because we know we're at because literally we just went through. The opening of Six Flags is like first weekend in March, and then Carowinds is 2 weekends from that. We're going to do that. That's the same weekend as Dollywood. But we're going to do Carowinds. And then we talk through, we're going to do a haunted house for Valentine's here in Atlanta. And and Dave's trying to find out, because they said you can film. And so he was trying to clear it to make to see, but I don't know. So
I mean, we got to 10 parks last year, Tom, and I know you do a lot of parks too. Yeah. This year we're trying to not do the exact same thing and sprinkle in some places we haven't been.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, and make it fun. I mean, that's what we would do normally too, and go back to Universal. We like the kids.
We do have Universal passes, so
Yeah.
I anticipate us being
like if it was Dave's choice, we'd already have moved down there.
Come on, Dave.
He would love to do what you're doing. That
well, don't do it exactly like I'm doing.
He wants to go to Florida. Now, I am from Florida, so I have been to Florida. I'm okay not, but he would very much like to. I think we've talked to you about that.
Yeah.
So,
do it a little different.
Like listening to you and be like, oh, I'll be interested to learn from you if over time, because you're kind of sprinkling, a park a weekend, what that's like over a couple of months. If it's fun, if it gets tiring, like what it's like. Because Dave thinks it wouldn't be if you change it up enough. And obviously there's a ton to do, but he would love to go all the time to different things.
Right now, I only go to the parks on the weekends. Like I will not, like during the week. I guess I'm a homebody because I don't, and it's not good for me. I especially with my mindset, I need to get out and do things, but I just don't. I just I'm just gonna stay here, And on the weekends, though, I do plan on going someplace every weekend. I actually have a calendar, and I'm looking at all the events, and there's just so much. I mean, even without Disney, just forget Disney. Like this weekend, for example, Universal Mardi Gras starts. SeaWorld's Seven Seas Festival. I don't know if you guys looked at the menu for SeaWorld Seven Seas Festival. That thing looks awesome. It looks like so good. When Joanna comes down in May, we're hitting that sucker, and it's going to be an all-day affair, just walking up and down. It's the whole park. It's like there's got to be like at least 20-plus booths of food and drinks, and it's going to be so good. It looks fantastic, and it runs from this weekend to May. It's only like Thursday, Friday, Saturdays, or Friday, Saturday, Sundays, or something to that effect. It's not all the time, but it's only on the weekends. But it looks so good. Oh man, I can't wait to go with somebody to that thing, or go with anybody ever going anywhere. But
Now, Tom, did you see Universal put out that if you're a pass holder, you can register to be on a Mardi Gras float? Did you see that?
That would be so sad. What, me by myself on a float? That would
throw some beads. Dave would love to do that. Get on a float.
Come on,
and then they sent an email out. Was it last week or the week before? Are we not supposed to say this? I think it sent out to pass holders, right?
Yeah, it was sent to pass holders.
Yeah, so it's like you can sign up for.
I don't know if I got that.
And you may have just upgraded at a time, but you could. We could probably.
It was only a certain level. Only a certain level pass holder.
I don't know.
No, you could probably. I'll send it to you. I just sent it to my special friends, Tom. So I'll forward it to you.
Let's do it. Adventures by D.
That was kind of cool.
Vacationeers
that they offered that,
float. That'd be great.
And then you got what is the Peppa Pig Park opening in a couple weekends?
Yeah, that's opening really soon.
February 24th.
Definitely not going there by myself.
Do you remember Peppa Pig? Did you watch that?
I know Peppa Pig. Yes, I am aware. But I'm not. Nope, no chance I'm going anywhere near that park that day by myself.
And the Lego park intrigues me. Our kids they've
aged out.
Yeah, they've aged out. Man, if they had that, because there's a Lego Discovery thing here in Atlanta that we've been to, and oh my God, they would have loved that. But it was Cypress Gardens, and I remember going to Cypress Gardens. So the scenery around that,
they still have that. Yeah,
it has got to be beautiful. Like step outside of the park, and you'd probably find me, but. I think that would be neat just to see. I know probably a lot of it is not age, for younger kids.
It'd be good if you go use the Orlando Go card. Like if you buy that, because that gets you in there, and then you can get it for a fraction of the price. Well, assuming that you use the Go card effectively, then you'll be good. But yeah, you guys need to come down for sure and hit some parks.
Tom, I have a request. Can you do a vlog and get on that swing that goes like 200 feet in the air, 2 million feet, and let us know how that is, okay? Because there's no way in heck I'm getting on that.
Icon Park.
Yeah, and then they have the drop thing too, which is
the swing. I have a video of the swing.
Oh, you did it?
Yeah, a while ago. Yeah, there's a video
of me
on that swing.
You need to visit his YouTube channel.
Jeez.
So we watched. I don't know if you watch Midway Mayhem, that YouTube channel.
Yeah.
The guy there with the beard, he followed the drop tower building from the beginning to the end and would revisit it. I don't know if you saw, it was like phenomenal seeing the footers and everything. And then now like seeing it, like that thing is massive.
Yeah, I want to do that. And Ian, we were actually going to do that when he was down here, but we ran out of time. So probably when the kids come down for spring break, I think we're going to hit all of those. Because it has the world's largest, what's the one that
the slingshot
yeah,
thing
slingshot, drop tower, largest freestanding drop tower.
I'm curious if they have Groupons or something, because it looked like it was expensive for the combo thing. Isn't it like almost $100 or $80 to do all those things?
$100, I think, to ride all 5.
Yeah, it's stupid. Yeah.
Like, that's crazy.
Yeah. We'll just piece it out, and hopefully there's a Groupon. I doubt it. They're so new though, because but the swing was check out the YouTube video of the swing. I was by myself because Joe and Ian were ahead of me, and I was by myself, and it's a double swing. And you're up so high with the wind going, like as you were going around, I started turning sideways. Oh, it was like, this is awesome. Yeah, it was fantastic. It was oh yeah, we're all doing it. Come on down. Yeah, that would be. Oh my gosh,
Madison will go up there with you.
I may need some liquid courage, and I might get on there once.
No way, I will hold everybody's back.
It was awesome. You guys need to check out the video. It's so good. Oh man,
I'll have to. I guess I missed that one because we watch all your.
I think a lot of people missed that one because I don't think it has many views.
We watched you walk around bush gardens eating your food in the freezing cold.
No, this is old. This is an old video.
Old one. Okay.
Yeah, this is.
We will look back.
I don't know how years and years ago. Yeah. So when it was new, they wrote it. So yeah, good times. Good times. All right. Well, I think that's really all I have for this first live stream. It was a train wreck like I thought it was going to be. It didn't start out.
It's Groundhog's Day too, so we could just start it over again if you want.
That's right. Yeah.
So he has his Punxsutawney Phil hat on, even though we were with General Bogart Lee here in Georgia. But
this is our exactly 1 year anniversary of our first live stream.
Tom, you didn't even know that.
No,
1 year ago today at 5-something in the morning, we did a live stream from our kitchen for the Groundhog Day because everything was virtual. So we
that was your first live stream.
Yes.
Really?
We had somebody on from Ireland.
Yeah, that joined.
And then this morning we had somebody on from Italy.
Well, excuse me. I had somebody from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. So in your face, a guy with 2 names.
I'll remember. I can't wait to see what Josh covers with.
Oh yeah.
Anyway, that's awesome.
Yeah, they have festivals up there too. They have a pierogi and what are they? It's not pierogi and coasters. I don't know what it's called. Pierogi and.
That sounds awesome.
Yeah, they have a lot of good food like that. Yeah, I got to get back up to Kennywood for sure. That'd be a good time. But I think that
all it takes is time and money, Tom. That's it. Yeah, I know you're trying to wrap it up. Okay.
We can talk after I cut it off.
Yeah.
No, Tom's running this one. I'm not giving you any signs.
I was like,
kill it. You're over. Oh, yeah. It's 8:13. So I'd like to thank everyone. Well, we did start late, too, remind you. So that's true. Thank everyone for joining me, especially Adventures by D. You guys, you're always welcome to do anything. Anytime I'm doing anything, anywhere, you are welcome to join me for sure. It's always a good time. I love you guys. And I guess Andy and Josh, a.k.a. Brian, thank you guys, too, for coming in. And anyone else who may have been in and out, thank you. And if you're watching this in a replay, thank you so much.
This is what you say, Tom. You say #replay.
Hashtag, what does that mean?
No, you don't have to.
Hashtag replay. Like and subscribe. Hit that thumbs up. It helps the channel.
And Josh gets surprised because he's still here. So he survived.
He fell asleep.
Just wait till it's your turn, Josh. Just wait.
That's right.
Hot soon.
In April, you're going to be on one of these live streams. Tell me all about Kennywood. That'd be great. Oh, I love it. Love it. Okay. Well, I think that's all. I don't have a closing, so I should have had some type of animation or something, but that's okay. We'll just we'll live and learn. So I think there'll be another live stream probably in 2 weeks. Oh, actually, when is that? I may be on my cruise. I don't think so. I think it'll be before my cruise. Yeah, I think I can do that. So I think I'll do a live stream in 2 weeks and do it again and see what happens. It can't go any worse than this one. So.
No, it was great, Tom. It's always fun talking to you.
Yes.
Oh, no. It was great talking to you. I'm just saying getting it up and the logistics and me thinking the preview. I mean, it does say preview and it does say program. So you'd think what's showing in the preview isn't being shown to everybody else. I didn't realize that. So I do.
I mean, you are using professional broadcast software that's open source. So you're literally using the stuff the pros use. So give yourself OBS is, we read about it. We said, later when we're a little more experienced.
Not me. I just jump
right
in.
off the bat.
I just jump in and I have no idea where I'm going. Like, help. But yeah, I think that's all. So thanks everyone for joining me once again. And until next time, go out to a park, have a good time, and keep making memories.